Hi, everybody. I gotta tell you, I have had a very intense day, and I am a crispy critter. It was a very good day, a really productive day, but the line of people that I saw today started at 6:30 in the morning and didn't end until about 6:45 tonight. I did a lot of deep breathing for people to listen to my lungs. I did a lot of speaking, which is really taxing, and I mean literally all day long. And I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to stuff like that, because I find it extremely difficult to be concise, and I overthink almost every question. And I got a little practice today at honing my words, just because by the last third of the day, I was so exhausted that I had to pare it down to the minimum. Anyway, it was an excellent day, and I had several different tests. Two of them were outside of my room in the afternoon, a radiology test and nuclear medicine test to do radiography. Yeah, it was like in a CT scan thing, and also had a component with some imaging things that went around your body, and it was to image in 3D how everything moves through my blood in my heart and my lungs. And that test was a pretty long one, and the radiology one I can't even describe right now. It was a weird little chair in a series of positions intended to give a really good view of my spine, my neck, and my head. And I think what they were looking for was to see if there were any arthritic changes there. Because, of course, you know, this is a research hospital, and they're all very interested that I have this likely rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune pulmonary fibrosis, and it never has affected my joints. I have all the high rheumatoid titers, but I don't have any joint involvement, just my lungs. So I think that's what that test was all about. And in that one, they had to keep taking my oxygen off for a few seconds to get the image, and that still feels really panicky to me, but I got through the test, and there was no point at which they kept it off long enough to really cause me anxiety. So that I was grateful for that. So let me get to the point here, because I'm really not going to last long in terms of talking. I've been my saturations have been dropping and alarming every time I try to speak. So that's why I'm talking slowly and trying not to make the thing ding and tell me to stop talking. We are now, it seems to me, at the point where at least 5 or 6 different teams that are part of the transplant team and take care of the evaluation of everything and strategizing the surgery have given a green light, right outright. Psychiatry, social work, the financial people, the nutritionist, anyway, right down the list. No problem as far as we're concerned. No problem as far as we're concerned. So that was very gratifying. Right now, the only 2 tests pending are tests that are going to look for a few different things that they can fix during my lung transplant surgery, if they need to. But they are no longer looking for anything that they can't deal with, which to me means that everything prohibitive has been ruled out. And the only things left that might come up would be things, that was how they put it. These were 2 doctors from the office of the pulmonary transplant surgeon, who is an absolute god around here. I'm serious. The guy has the most unbelievable reputation and has saved so many lives like mine over the years here. And they were from his team, Dr. Arda Haley, and they said right out that anything they find from here on out is something that they'll be able to fix. They're only looking for if I need a blockage dealt with, if I've got plaque in my heart and it's starting to block things, they'll just do a bypass or 2 or 3. I mean, they've done up to 3 cardiac artery bypass grafts during a lung transplant operation and had it be successful. They're looking for little places where there might be a small hole in my heart that was, there's something when you're born, they call it a foramen of something or other, that's supposed to seal up when you're very young. And sometimes it doesn't seal completely. So you have blood leaking from one chamber to the other chamber, and it's not supposed to be able to. So it makes it less efficient, your blood circulation. And they'll fix that if they find it. So to me, that was their way of telling me, you have passed every test, you've jumped every hurdle, and it is now a green light, and all we're doing is finishing up looking if there's anything we can repair for you in your heart while we're in there dealing with your lungs anyway. And to me, it's not an official announcement, Candace, we're listing you tomorrow, but it might as well be. They're going to be listing me because anything that was prohibitive has been ruled out. And that is plenty to say for tonight. I'll just leave you with that news. This thing's going down, and it's going down as soon as they get a donor. Could be any day now. Any day now. It could be any time. It could be 3 or 4 weeks. But I'm going in a very serious condition, and I'm liable to be top of the list. And I don't have any dissuasive factors that I know of that are going to make finding a donor difficult. I'm right in that sweet spot where almost everything about me, in terms of getting a lung transplant, I have a really good chance of it happening fast. So, those are all reasons for optimism. Things can change at any point, but from what I'm hearing from my doctors, there's no reason to expect that they will, and they fully anticipate to be transplanting me soon. They don't just keep patients hanging out in the hospital as a sort of vacation or leisure practice. If they say that I'll be staying in the hospital till I'm transplanted, we're talking a big bill every day. And you can bet that they'll be doing their best to minimize the size of that bill and get this stuff done quickly. So I couldn't be happier tonight. And it's been a long time since I've been this tired. So I'm going to say goodnight to you guys now. I love you. This is the time when I am going to switch and ask that first in your prayers would be my donor and their family. Because while we are looking ahead to a really joyful thing and a chance at a second life, they're going to be facing the loss of someone that they love very much. So pray for them. Okay, you guys? Pray for them. I don't know how else to say it. I want people to pray for them now, because I'm looking at things coming up roses, and they're looking at devastation of their family. So God bless you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay? This is a wonderful way to end my night, and I will guarantee you in 20 minutes I'll be in dreamland. Love you all. Talk to you tomorrow.